I just want to let y'all know that life will throw you a shit ton of curveballs. It's scary. But like, if you believe, man, you know? If you believe, and if you want it, and if you want to work hard enough for it, it can be so.
Rap is not known for its exposure of raw, vulnerable emotion. That was until a young up-and-coming rapper named Kid Cudi popped up on the scene in 2008 with his mixtape, A Kid Named Cudi, which would change the rap spectrum as we know it, going on to influence other major rappers such as Logic, Travis Scott, and Kanye West. The unique sampling of people like Paul Simon and Gnarls Barkley made A Kid Named Cudi different. The moody instrumentals were not only followed with braggadocio rapping, but also heartfelt singing and poetic humming, which expressed an eclectic range of emotion that rap fans were not used to hearing. It wasn't your average hip-hop mixtape. Cudi was different, and back in 2009, things were just getting started for the kid that would go on to lead in an emotional revolution in hip-hop. This is the impact of Kid Cudi.
And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. But please don't cry, just know that I have made these songs for you.
Scott Mescudi, better known as Kid Cudi, started dreaming of death at a young age in Cleveland, Ohio, rather Shaker Heights, after losing his father from his battle with cancer. This would subsequently lead to a young Scott getting expelled from Solon High School for threatening to punch his principal. The subsequent plan after earning his GED and then proceeding to drop out of film school was to join the U.S. Navy, but that ceased to pan out due to his juvenile record. Moving to New York in 2004, he lived with his uncle to pursue music. A passionate Scott took inspiration from acts such as The Phariside and A Tribe Called Quest. Kid Cudi was determined to try and fulfill a destiny that was set before him. He started to work at a babe shop where he would soon meet his mentor, Kanye West. A couple years had passed and there was no real progress being made on Kid Cudi's music. His uncle proceeded to get very mad at him for this and kicked him out. Things were never resolved between the two, and before Cudi even got the chance to make amends, his uncle had passed. This had inspired Cudi to write Day and Night. The rise of the Lonely Stoner had started. This one single, while not only reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, also caught the attention of the aforementioned Kanye West. The breakout single from A Kid Named Cudi got him a contract with Kanye West's Good Music, and some breakout appearances in Kanye West's 2008 album 808s and Heartbreaks. Featuring on Welcome to Heartbreak and Paranoid, Cudi's influence is plastered all over this album. Kanye praised Cudi in Rolling Stone, saying, "His writing's just so pure and natural and important." With the beginning of these two collaborating on music, this opened up a wider spectrum of people to feel comfortable being introspective. Through these successes of 808s and Heartbreaks, Mescudi looked forward to his studio debut album, Man on the Moon, The End of Day. He'd hoped to set himself apart from the Kanye Protege label and establish his own voice. Only further expanding on ideas opened up about on A Kid Named Cudi, Man on the Moon, The End of Day took you on a psychedelic 5-act journey through the mind of Scott Mescudi. Guided by the one and only Common, Scott falls into a dreamland of sorts, making his way through leaps and bounds of nightmares about introspection. It's a boundless search for happiness, and this is only the beginning for Mr. Rager. An eerie alternative aesthetic was layered upon the already spacey melancholy in Man on the Moon 2, The Legend of Mr. Rager. Following the themes of depression, loneliness, addiction, and detachment, Kid Cudi addressed his struggle with alcoholism, the new fame he faced, a cocaine addiction, and the way he hoped to relieve his mental distress. Producing really reignited Cudi as he pursued his next journey into the world of Indicud and then Satellite Flight, The Journey to Mother Moon. Cudi wasn't so much worried about his trauma or baggage anymore. He felt resurrected. He was always making music after that, trying to cope or otherwise just rage. He had more emotion to pour out before trying to release A Man on the Moon 3, as he wanted the end of the trilogy to be even better than its predecessors. A bridge between the rock-heavy sound of Indicud and the alleged finale of the Man on the Moon series would be found in Cudi's 5th studio album, Speeding Bullet to Heaven. Cudi's blood, sweat, and tears were put into this album as he wanted to just make musical madness with nothing but an electric guitar and some unquantized drums. Being something far from what the fans expected, the reviews were mixed on what was supposed to be considered a dedication to everyone struggling with mental disorder all around the world.
And like really my mission statement since day one, and I'm getting so worked up talking about this, all I wanted to do was help kids not feel alone and stop kids from committing suicide.
Demons still lingered with Cudi, and they had only gotten stronger after the critical reception of Speeding Bullet to Heaven. Cudi decided to return to a more traditional sound, but with a modern twist. The near 5-year album run had taken its toll on Cudi, and he opened up about his struggles with singing and of course humming on his 2016 release, Passion, Pain, and Demon Slang. This new energy found on the record capitalized on not only a 4-act split of emotion, but also maturity that Cudi had been trying to chase since his days of addiction. As the album builds from a cloudy, slow beginning to a more triumphant, uplifting sound at the end, this is where Cudi wants to find himself, in a heaven of orchestral tone and happy emotion. Before the release of such manifestation, however, Cudi announced on his Facebook in October 2016 that he'd be checking himself into rehab due to depression and suicidal urges. In short, the Cleveland rapper details, "I have to do this for myself, for my family, my best friend and daughter, and all of you, my fans. I'm not at peace. I haven't been since you've known me. I'm simply a damaged human swimming in a pool of emotion every day. I deserve to have peace. I deserve to be happy and smiling. Love and light to everyone who has love for me, and I'm sorry if I let anyone down. I'll be back. Better, stronger, reborn." Now, being clean over 3 years, the leader of the Delinquents is back and better than ever. Rejuvenated from his collaborative effort Kids See Ghosts with his brother Kanye West, the project not only mended the rocky relationship the two had, but also expressed their freedom and appreciation for life after dealing with such heartbreaks of the past. The road to recovery for the two of them was much needed, and just like anybody with mental illness and addiction, it's an everyday struggle. Through an interview with Esquire, Kid Cudi wants to let you know he's happy now, and more than ready to continue the rage. He opened up his creative palette last year with his collaborative efforts with Travis Scott, and starred in such things as Bill and Ted 3 and HBO's We Are Who We Are. It's been a long journey for Scott Mescudi, but the Man on the Moon is ready for the finale as he recently released a teaser trailer for Man on the Moon 3. Kid Cudi is more inspired than ever, and it just goes to show you that
Life does get tough, no need to stress, hold you back too much. Let's go, I heard they found a solution, where you be for the revolution.